Hey, yo, welcome to the new depression. Yeah, I call this is the new depression, I know we had a great depression way, way, way back 100 years ago. And obviously most none of us was alive for that. But I call this a new depression because this is something this is something that we never seen before. We living in a time of more technology than we've ever known in our modern world. We got more information that's floating around to the average person in our modern world. But when it comes to common sense, when it comes to money and resources and all that stuff, when it comes to those things for the average man or for the average person out here, it's at an all-time low. I just seen a stat. I be watching Breaking Points. I don't know if y'all watched it. That's normally where I get a lot of my news from with Sager and Crystal. You know, all you had to any news you had to take with a grain of salt, but I feel like they do a pretty decent job for the most part. But they was talking about gambling in America, how it's the biggest it's the second biggest sector in the economy right now, right after right after software and data is gambling. That means people spend more money into gambling than almost anything in America right now, which is insane. Gambling, 20 years ago, gambling was fringe. It was something that you know a certain group of people did that was like a guilty pleasure, or it was almost kind of frowned upon. Like it's something that you would do for fun, but not something that would anybody would recommend be an everyday part of life. But now that's one of the biggest parts of our economy, almost the number one part of our economy is people willingly choosing to be ripped off. It's so much information out here, but we are constantly being fed and manipulated into making the dumbest decisions into we're being manipulated into giving our energy back into the people that set up these systems. Ain't nobody getting rich off of gambling but the wealthy who are already rich. No one. It's so much information out here. But one of the biggest things I've had to learn for myself is it's a big difference from information or getting knowledge versus actually applying that knowledge. It's a big difference from having information or having knowledge or insight about something than actually applying it to your life. That's the hard part. And that's where wisdom comes in. And when you're able to do make the hard decisions for yourself, make the wise decision. Because the wise decision isn't, most of the time, it's not fun and it's not immediate payoff. It's not immediate. It's not instant gratification. So that's what most of us look for, and that's what feeds us. That's what feeds our dopamine. But yeah, the rich and the powerful, they are playing. They're playing the average citizen, the average American. They're playing us right now as we speak, and it's sad and it's scary and it's actually insane. But yeah, I just thought that was amazing when they was reading that statistic about how much money the average American is putting into the or Americans as a whole, how much we're putting into gambling. And I've definitely been guilty of it myself, but lucky enough, I never like hit it big to where I had to keep scratching that itch. I mean, I won, I might have won a few $100 here or there, but I knew once I added up, I knew I lost a lot more. Because as much as I played, I was just winning my money back at that point. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like we're living in a new depression. That's what I call it. This is the new depression because this is new. This is something that we've never dealt with before. The most information, the most technology, the most connected we've been ever before, but at the same time, the most disconnected, the most depressed, and literally having the money taken out of our pockets right in front of us. And all we do is fight with one another and complain. We ain't even come together to support each other. If anything, we're more divided day by day. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna change it, but yeah, I guess it's all for now. Holla at your boy. Until next time.